girl Yaya, and I'm back with my series Baking for the Troops. In this video I will be making some muffins and some chocolate chip cookies because they love chocolate chip cookies. And I don't know if I'm going to be making all 3 of these muffins or maybe just 2 out of these flavors that I have. But without further ado, y'all, we're going to jump right into this video.
What's up, y'all? I'm starting off by putting me on my Netflix show, and then as y'all already know, I always like to wash my hands before I cook any meals. But in today's video, I'm going to be making some muffins and some cookies, y'all. I was super excited making this for her job. I usually try to cook for them twice a month, or I'll bake a sweet treat and then make a hot meal. But nevertheless, they always get something, and we try to make sure that we make their day with whatever I am bringing. I'm starting off by putting a liner in each pan. Now that that's all taken care of, I'm about to start opening up this box, y'all. So I've never used this brand for muffins or anything, but it's Betty Crocker, and it actually has the can of the wild berries and the can of the cranberry orange, and I thought that was super cool. Now that I have all of my ingredients outside the box, I'm going to get ready to drain these wild berries and rinse them off a little bit. To one bowl, I'm adding all of my muffin mix. To a separate bowl, I'm going to go ahead and crack 2 eggs. I like to clean up as I go, so right now I'm just putting all the trash into the box and trying to clean up my space a little bit. This recipe does call for oil and water, so right now I'm just getting some of the filtered water, about to get ready to pour it in the bowl. And then I'm also going to add some oil. Now that I have all of my ingredients in the bowl, I'm about to get ready to stir this up before I start adding the eggs in. I just want to make sure that the batter and the oil and water is like evenly distributed, and then after that I went and popped my 2 eggs in there. When I tell y'all, this muffin mix smells so good, y'all, and I haven't even added the blueberries. But after that I added the berries in, and I went ahead and mixed it up, y'all, and it smelled really good. Now I was super excited about actually putting these in the pans, y'all. Now it's time to fill up these muffin liners. What is the easiest way that y'all fill up y'all muffin liners? I like to use like a measuring cup. It's like way much easier for me. I was using the 1/4 cup to fill up all of the cupcake liners. Or I feel like maybe a measuring cup would probably be more ideal because it has the little ladle. It'll probably be easier. I don't know. Y'all comment down below which way is the easiest way to get the batter inside of the muffin pans. One box down onto the next, so we are doing the cranberry orange muffins next, and right now I'm taking everything out the box. Same thing with this box that came with the can of fruit, so I'm going to get ready to open up that can and give it a good rinse. Then we're about to repeat the same process that we did for the first set of muffins for the second set. Alright, I'm about to get ready to pour everything in the bowl. So I'm starting with my muffin mix, and then I'm going to get ready to get all the other stuff in there. First, I'm just rinsing off the measuring cup and the whisk because I don't want any of the wild berries getting in that one. But this recipe also calls for water and the oil as well. Into my separate bowl, I'm cracking 2 more eggs for this recipe. Now I'm just going to give this a good mix until it's the consistency that I want it to be. Alright y'all, so now it's time to add the cranberries in there. When I tell y'all, this smelled so good and it was like so rich. I've never seen any muffin mix like this before. This is me doing a light cleaning reset before I fill my other muffin pans. I'm just going in with my same measuring cup that I used before and my spoon so I can go ahead and scoop all of this into the muffin pans. I really like using the measuring cup. It seems to be an okay method, and it's not too much batter in each cup. I try to measure it the same amount for each time I scoop, so that's been working out pretty good for me. Now that my muffin pans are filled, it's time to get ready to go in the oven, and I am going to put both of the muffins in there at one time. Since I got my muffins in the oven, I'm just about to get ready to put up all of the clean dishes, so when I get ready to wash my dishes, I can put them in the dish holder. I really love cleaning up as I go because it just makes it so much easier. That way I don't have to have all of these ton of dirty dishes at the end. And since I still have to make cookies, I want to make sure that my kitchen is remaining a clean cooking space. And then if I needed any of the measuring cups or any of the mixing bowls, I have the clean ones. Muffins are in the oven, dishes are clean, and now I'm about to get ready to pull up a cookie recipe, y'all. I never save the cookie recipe that I use. I always end up using a new recipe for each time I make cookies, and it doesn't matter which recipe I use because it always turns out so good. So this recipe called for 3 cups of flour, so that is what I'm doing right now. I'm going to add all of my flour and all of my dry ingredients to one bowl, and then we're going to add all my sugar and all my wet ingredients to a separate bowl. But I heard the oven go off, so I wanted to check on my muffins, y'all. Alright y'all, so I like the way my wild berry muffins look. I went ahead and poked it just to make sure that everything was all good on the inside. Now my cranberry orange muffins were looking a little lighter, and I wanted it to be a little darker like my wild berry muffins, so I did make sure that I popped them back in there for like 2 or 3 more minutes. Now to finish where I left off, like I was saying, I want to add all my dry ingredients to one bowl, so I have to add some salt and baking soda. Alright, so that second timer went off for these cranberry orange muffins, and I didn't want them to burn because they were cooked. They just wanted to have like a little tan color to them, so I did take them out, and I'm going to let them cool off on the counter while I finish my cookies. All I have to add now is the salt to the dry ingredients bowl. Moving on to my wet ingredients bowl. So to this bowl, I'm going to be adding both brown sugar and white sugar. I'm also going to be adding my eggs, vanilla extract as well, and some butter to this bowl. I like to follow it as the recipe says, put it in 2 separate bowls because it does help with the mixing process. And I actually like doing this because I can control how much flour I am adding to it to make sure that it's all being mixed in correctly. So this recipe called for softened butter, and that is exactly what I have, y'all. If you over melt your butter, it can throw out the consistency of your cookies. So if you like melted butter all the way, you need to go ahead and put it in the freezer to kind of let it harden. Alright, so to a measuring cup, I'm going to crack some of my eggs in here, y'all. I just like to try to always crack my eggs in a separate bowl or a separate container or whatever, just in case that the egg is not good, it's not ruining the rest of the recipe. So that is why I go ahead and crack everything in a separate bowl. But I'm going to go ahead and give my mixer a good start. I'm going to let that mix up a little bit before I add the rest of my ingredients. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and pop my eggs in here. Sometimes the recipe says add the eggs one at a time, or you can just add them both in. I did it both ways and my cookies came out good either way that I've done it. So in my opinion, it doesn't matter if you add 1 egg or 2. Now it's time to start cleaning up. I wanted to make sure I wipe that vanilla off my stand mixer, y'all, because I got one spot to where it's stained. If y'all know any products that can get that stain off my stand mixer, that would be very much appreciated. So now every time something spills, I'll be quick to wipe it up. But this is me cleaning up everything, getting my counter space back right, and just trying to make sure that I remain clean while I'm trying to cook this stuff, y'all. I do not play about a dirty kitchen. But I still have to add my dry ingredients to the stand mixer. So I'm about to get ready to give that a good mix before I start adding it in. I like to do it a little bit at a time. I don't want to add all the flour in at once because you want to make sure that everything is being mixed very well. So I'm just going in with a couple scoops at a time, and then I'm going to go ahead and start my stand mixer again. This is a more up close and personal view for y'all. So like I said, I like to go in with like 2 cups of flour at a time to make sure everything is being mixed in properly. And I do like to do it this way. It's easier for me. I've never dumped all my flour in at once. So if you was to make cookies and dump them all in at once, I don't know how it would turn out. But this way it's just easier for me because I know everything is getting mixed in how it should be. Now it's time to add the good stuff. So I always like to add some M&Ms to my chocolate chip recipe. This is optional, but I've been doing it like this for a while, and I just love that we get that crunch from the M&Ms and then that chocolate from the chocolate chips. So y'all, it's a perfect combination. But now that I got my cookie mix all mixed up very well, I'll put on my pair of gloves. I'm just going to go ahead and scoop the cookie dough out, and I'm going to go ahead and add them to my parchment paper. I like to use parchment paper because it makes the cookies so much easier to come off the pan. You don't have to worry about them getting stuck to the bottom of the pan with parchment paper, and you can also just take the paper off and put it in the trash can. But I'm about to get ready to go ahead and form my cookie dough balls and pop them on this pan so I can pop them in the oven. So my oven was already set for 350, and then I went ahead and put it in the oven for 11 minutes. And this is me just about to get ready to clean up these dishes. Like I stated before, I like to clean up as I go because I do not want to be stuck here with all of these dishes at one time. So this is me cleaning up everything so I can get ready to take my cookies out the oven when I hear that timer go off. This is the first batch of cookies, y'all, and they look delicious. My house smells good. I mean, I got these muffins over here sitting out. I got these fresh hot cookies cookies over here. I'm about to get ready to put them on this cutting board so they can cool off. I do not have a cooling rack for any of my pastries, so I definitely need to invest in a cooling rack. So right now I'm just going to go ahead and put it on this cutting board so I can get ready to line up my cookies on this cookie pan. Moving on to round 2 as I form my cookie dough balls, y'all. So I'm doing 3 cookies to each row, and I'm doing 3 rows. You don't want to overcrowd the cookies because you want to give your cookies a little bit of room to spread while they are baking. Alright, I'm going to get ready to pop that in the oven. Since my oven just went off, now it's time to see how the second batch turned out, y'all, and they look so good. I like to take my cookies out while they're still warm and soft. That way they can form up and they're not just getting hard in the oven. I like to take them out just a little bit earlier so when they cool and harden, they'll be good. Since everything is now done, I'm about to get ready to assemble all of the cookies on the board how I want them, and then we're about to get ready to pack this stuff up for Eb's job.
Alright y'all, so this is how everything turned out. I got some chocolate chip M&M cookies, and then also I made some wild berry, and then I made some cranberry orange muffins. So y'all, I really hope that the soldiers like this nice treat. We're about to get ready to pack everything up so we can take it to them while they're on lunch, y'all. But yeah, this completes our video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you want to see any more videos like this or any more